Hello, everybody. Good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you are. We are so excited to have you here for our From the Expert call today about immunity health. We have returning us Austin Weiniger, our Senior Manager of Global Health and Science Education, to talk to us all about immune health, immune support, what we can do to support our immune system. Austin, thank you again so much for joining us, and I'll turn the time over to you.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. Um, Let me know if there's any issues with the slides or my audio during the presentation. Otherwise, we'll just jump right in this. So today I'm going to start with a little bit of basically immune system anatomy, physiology, and what exactly is going on with your immune system. So you're protected by a coordinated set of different defense systems within the body. You have cells, proteins, chemical signals that are all sending throughout the body to help protect it in a few different ways. And the three big areas, you have surface immunity, innate immunity, and adaptive immunity. I'm going to walk through these one by one just to kind of give you an overview of what they're doing so that you can better understand how we can support each of these individual systems within the body. So surface immunity is obviously, when you think of surface, you might think of the surface of your body. So the skin is the most obvious physical barrier and component of surface immunity. It's the largest organ. Not only does it help protect us from potential pathogens, but it's a waterproof cover. It protects against chemicals or other things that you need to provide yourself a barrier for the outside world. Um, Surface immunity also includes your upper respiratory tract that has hairs called cilia that can help sweep harmful components or materials away from your lungs. It goes through your gut, which can help block harmful substances. And the gut has this very important component of being able to absorb nutrients, but also block out potentially harmful bacteria or other harmful chemicals. And so it has to be able to be functional at a very high level to work properly. And it includes mucus and other chemical barriers. Throughout the body, you have tears, saliva, stomach acid. And so all of these things comprise surface immunity, both physical components and some of these chemical components. Sorry about that. The next one is innate immunity. So the innate immunity is essentially the non-specific cellular components. So you might have heard of phagocytes before. Well, phagocytes are white blood cells that basically act as guards. They help patrol the body and destroy potential invaders that enter in the body. And that's what's happening in this blue image here is it's attaching to and destroying step by step a pathogen that's entered the body. And so it eats them and breaks them down, which that's what phago means in that phagocyte. It's Greek for to eat. And some of you might have seen this video before, but this is a pretty cool video. This one here is a neutrophil, which is one of these types of white blood cells. And what it does is it finds an invading component, in this case it's a bacteria, and through chemical signaling and chemical receptors, it actually tracks it down and is able to follow it and eventually grab it, engulf it, and break it down. And it can follow it throughout your body as the bacteria floats or moves away. So this is one of the really cool things about this part of the immune system. We'll watch it for just another second here as it eventually finds it. Then that's where it breaks it down. And then the last step, the one that you're probably most familiar with and you hear lots of discussions about, is the adaptive immune system. The adaptive immune system is basically an immunity database. So it contains information after encountering a pathogen, and it basically stores that information for long-term usage. So the original exposure to the pathogen can be intentional in the case of something like, that's basically how an immunization works, is there's different ways that we can create this intentional exposure or even accidental exposure, which happens when you get sick. And it creates these antigens through this process. And antigens, which are mostly proteins, can be used to identify these pathogens the next time they enter your body or you come across them so that you can more quickly recognize them and create and initiate an immune response to destroy them. Some of the most important cells involved in the adaptive immune system are lymphocytes. So these are the main cells involved in basically attacking and killing pathogens. You have two types of white blood cells, T cells and B cells. The pictures here that I'm showing are different types of antibodies and antigens. And so all of these are involved in helping your immune system effectively identify and then destroy bacteria, viruses, or a variety of different pathogens. Um, so what can you do to support your body? We've got physical components like the skin that also include chemical things like mucus that we have to be creating and recycling on a regular basis. And then even these very specialized adaptive immune cells or even general immune cells. Some of the biggest things you can be doing are simply getting enough sleep each night. We've probably all been familiar with that or heard people talk about that, how they're not sleeping enough, and then suddenly they might be getting sick a couple weeks later. And that's even a big component of like travel. We've are all a little bit more familiar with the risks of getting sick when you travel. You're around lots of people, you're eating foods that aren't normal. Well, a big part of that also might be if you're flying across the country is suddenly you're on a different sleep schedule, you have jet lag, and you're not getting enough sleep to really keep your body at its very best. And so that's one of the things you can be doing to keep your immune system strong is sleeping regularly so that you can rebuild these systems and keeping them at top function. Exercise can promote basically some of these memory cells within the adaptive immune system. It can actually, there's good research showing that it can help improve the ability to create those antigens long term and store that. It enhances skin immunity and basically overall skin barrier function, and then it can help mobilize immune cells. Stress is another one, basically minimizing stress on a regular basis. Exercise is one of those things that can help minimize stress, but there's other things we can do as well. Basically, watching what we're doing for work, family life can be stressful, really figuring out ways to keep yourself as calm and on as a regular feeling as possible. Eating a healthy, balanced diet. So there's lots of different nutrient components that play a role to these physical barriers within the body and these adaptive barriers within the body. So making sure that you have enough protein to keep the immune system strong. Fats are important for skin health. Carbohydrates keep it so you can exercise on a regular basis, as well as all the micronutrients. And then finally, practicing good hygiene. So hand washing 30 seconds with soap. Make sure you're getting between your fingers, along your nails. So really that you're not encountering these pathogens within the first place. Food safety is another good one. Make sure that you're not leaving food out for too long before you're eating it. There's lots of things that you know and you probably are already doing, but really making sure that we're paying attention to those on a daily basis and not skimping. The very last one we'll touch on, where I'm going to spend the second half of our presentation, is on supplementation. I'm going to introduce you to some products you've already heard about of USANA's products and how each of them can play a role in immune health. So the very first one is the Cell Essentials. You are all familiar with this product. This is our key multivitamin, multimineral product. It plays a role in cardiovascular health, um, lung health, eye health, skin health. It really, these nutrients play key roles all throughout the body. But some of the key nutrients involved in immune function that I've pointed out here is our vitamins A, C, and D, the B vitamins, selenium, and zinc. Those are some of your ones that are most tightly linked to immune function. And by taking the Cell Essentials, it can really help you basically fill in those nutritional gaps. Even the healthiest among us who try to eat all of our fruits and vegetables, are trying to exercise on a regular basis, and really do our very best. What we found is even those very most conscientious people still have nutritional gaps in their diet. There's still always a few key micronutrients where they're not eating the recommended amounts. And that's really what the Cell Essentials are for, is to help fill some of those nutritional gaps that you're getting regardless of how careful you want to be. Wanted to point out vitamin D again. Not only is vitamin D in the cell essentials, but we have an individual vitamin D product. So vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin. It's a fat-soluble vitamin that's created when your skin is exposed to the sun. And so if you spend a lot of time in the outdoors in the sun, you might not need as much vitamin D supplemented. But
Hey, Austin. Can you hear us, Austin? I think we lost your sound. I don't know if he can hear us either. I apologize, everyone who's watching. Let's see if I can get his attention. I don't think he can hear me. He's probably looking at his screen. There we go. I'm going to send a quick text message so I can get his attention there. I wish I could give the presentation for you all. I mean, many of you know the benefits of the products that Austin's talking about and how it supports our immune health. Let's see if I can get Austin's attention so he can share the great the benefits. He knows it a lot better and can explain it a lot better. So thank you, everyone. So,
oh, I can hear you now. I couldn't even hear you.
Austin, I appreciate it. Yeah, we lost your sound there for a minute.
Sorry about that.
No, that's okay. If you want to maybe restart, we'll just kind of start now with our Booster C product. You want to kind of start over on that slide there?
Yeah, so this one is really basically our seasonal immune health product. So really when you're looking at a season of the year that you might need an immune boost, or you might be traveling, or we just got over USANA's convention a few weeks ago, where you might be around a lot of people and more concerned about your immune system, that's when you might want to take this product. It contains vitamin C and zinc that are both essential for white blood cell production and function. Echinacea is a substance that basically helps enhance the activity of the immune system. And if you look at the back of the product, you'll notice that it has a warning not to take this for more than 2 weeks at a time. And that's because of the echinacea in there. So echinacea really can help boost up the immune system, but it's one that you might not want to have permanently that level of boosted immune system. So that's the reason that you might just limit this to a couple weeks at a time for this product. It's really a short-term immune boost is how I would describe this product. And so when you might be coming around a holiday season like Thanksgiving or Christmas or New Year's in the upcoming months, this would be potentially a good time to take this product as leading up to those and during those holidays. The next one is USANA Probiotic. It's not a traditional immune health product that you would think because it doesn't contain any of these micronutrients that are tied to your immune system. But what it has is a set of bacteria themselves that actually can help support and play a key role in immune function, specifically within the gut. So there's more immune cells found in the gut than any other region in the body, which is why this plays such an important role in immune health. I'm going to outline a few different ways that it actually helps your immune health. So when you might be exposed to a potential pathogen or foreign invader within the gut, these probiotics and other bacteria that you have already existing there, these kind of good bacteria within the body, can have direct inhibition. Basically, they're directly fighting each other for space, is one of the big ones. And then just simply, they don't like being around each other sometimes. And so that's kind of the first step. Number two is nutrient competition. There's only so many different nutrients that you are eating and that they actually want to consume and eat. And so if you have enough of these bacteria from a probiotic, or like I said, the already existing ones you have in your body, then there isn't enough for these potential pathogens to consume food-wise. And then finally, we have stimulation of immune defenses. Some of these potentially good bacteria within your body can recognize pathogens and foreign invaders before your own body even can, and they can send signals to your body to actually upregulate your immune system and warn you ahead of time. And so that's 3 ways that your microbiome helps support your immune health. The last product we'll touch on here is Progloo Commune. You can buy this individually or in the My Health Pack. And this one, in contrast to the Booster C, that's really more of a short-term, brief, or seasonal product, the Progloo Commune is one that's meant to help boost your immune system long-term. This is one that you can take every day, year-round, or you could also do it seasonally. You could do it for a few months a year if you're more concerned about these winter months when we're spending more time indoors around other people. You could do it for October, November, December, January, and then maybe slow down in the summer when people aren't spreading illnesses quite as frequently. And what this does is it helps in basically in a system called immune cell priming. Your immune system is always recognizing a whole bunch of foreign agents. Not only does it recognize some of these potential pathogens that can make you sick, but it even sometimes recognizes things that won't make you sick, but they'll still upregulate and kind of stimulate the immune system. And a lot of these are different plant compounds, are some of the most common ones that stimulate the immune system without actually being, negative pathogens or foreign agents on their own. And so that's what we've done with this is we've found some of the research on ingredients that are known to upregulate and prime the immune system. The ingredients we've included are reishi and shiitake mushroom, and then also baker's yeast. And then finally we added zinc, which is one of those immune supporting micronutrients. And what this immune cell priming does is, as I said, while these don't cause any negative impacts on their own, these basically upregulate that immune system so that they're ready to interact with any potential pathogen at first contact. They're a little bit in a heightened sense and a heightened readiness to act quicker. And what this does is your body starts attacking these potential pathogens before they even have a chance to start replicating within your body and start causing any potential illness, is what the goal is of this, is to increase that awareness of the immune system. And with that, those are really your biggest products I would recommend if you're concerned about immune health from USANA's product point of view. In addition to some of the items I recommended earlier, increased sleep, managing your stress, exercising on a regular basis. If you're wanting to read more about the immune system and each of these individual products or just general health and wellness, my team runs a website called askthescientist.com. Head over to the website. You can read lots of information about any of these. And with that, I just want to thank you for your time. Feel free to email TJ or myself if you have any questions or things you want to know more specific about these products.
Austin, thank you so much. And thank you everyone who joined us during this Ask or From the Expert presentation on immune health. In the comments, I'd love to see what you all learned. Obviously, what I'm going to take away, and I was telling Austin earlier, is I know how important sleep is for our immune system and our immune health. But I'm not feeling the greatest right now, and looking back, I have not been focused on my sleep habits. So I'm going to refocus on that. going to use some of our Pure Rest, some of our melatonin products to help me with that. And then on top of our immune support products that we have. So this is a great opportunity for you to share with others, as immune system and immune health is a hot topic, especially as we kind of get into this fall season where, like Austin shared earlier, some illnesses may be shared more during this season. So it's a great opportunity for you to be a problem solver for those in your network, on your social media, in terms of how you are planning to support your immune health, your immune system, and also your families. You can share the products and also other tips, just like Austin shared. You can go to Ask the Scientist and pull a lot of great information that you can share on your social media as well, and talk about it more. So thank you, everybody, so much. Again, for everyone who's joined. Austin, thank you for your time. Again, we appreciate it. We'll be back here next month, the third Wednesday of October, for another From the Expert call. Have a great day, everybody. Appreciate it.